Alright, welcome students. Let's go ahead and take a look at our Canvas page. This is important because this is really your guide to the class. This is where everything is. This class is online and asynchronous, which means everything is provided for you right here. So let's go ahead and take a look at the sections. We have course materials. That'll contain all of your essential materials, your syllabus, due dates, calendar of assignments, when you should do certain readings, free textbooks like ebooks which are available online. That's really it for the first section there. And then in the next section you have the video lectures. Now I may add a couple to this list, but this is pretty much complete and they're all right here. Frequently asked questions. Well, you know what that is. So if you have a question, go there. Your answer is probably right there. If it's not, it might be in the syllabus. If not, email me, text me, message me. Which reminds me, every week, I think I'm going to add one more section here, which will be the weekly assignments section. Each week I'm going to email you through your inbox on Canvas here, I'm going to email you or message you our weekly assignments. So look for that there. That'll show up every Monday. I'll send that out every week. And I'm going to put that section, like the hard copies, I'm going to put right here. I just haven't done that yet. Something else for me to do tonight. Alright, so our Unit 1 is right here, our argumentation unit. The prompt is right here. These essay units, or the essay units are basically all organized the same way. Look for assignments, things that are worth points. There will be also always a rubric. Rough draft, and if there are any activities, they will be listed in the weekly activities, but they're also right here. You can see we're going to do one activity called an essay map, we do a rough draft, and the reflection. But that's it for essay 1. So just a couple of things in addition to the essay itself. And then what else do you see in here? If it has 0 points, those can be done for extra credit. Those are extra credit assignments. If it says with Professor DeFrance, that's a video lecture. All of those are collected right here, but I put those to make it easier. Like for me, it makes more sense to see them here. As I'm looking through the unit, I'm looking for my lecture material, my professor's video lectures, so they are right here. Sample essays are always called that, sample essay. We have 2 here for essay 1. Then we have some templates that I help put together that I put together to help you put this essay together. And after that you have links. But these are some very useful links. Teach you about counter argument. Gives you some statistics, that and World Poverty Clock. Some biographical information on the authors. Hang on just 1 second. Okay. Should make that a little less noisy. Sorry. Unit 2, literary analysis. So this is where we're going to look at the road. We have our prompt here, draft, the fishbone exercise, which is explained in the cause and effect lecture, which is actually right here. Writing a cause and effect essay on the road. I talk about it in there. It's also in the lecture, which is here. So there's the lecture material itself, like that you should look at because it has all the material. There's the video lecture because that has me explaining it. And we see things that are worth points, right? Draft, fishbone exercise, and some extra credits, some samples. So there's a lectures, and then we should have some additional material. This is something I actually put together about the author of this, the Cormac McCarthy. This is a picto chart on Cormac McCarthy, created for fun, just because I have the time. Okay, so that's through Unit 2. Unit 3 is a visual text analysis. So you choose the text. Actually, let's see, what would be a good place to start? Types of visual texts. You can choose from any of these. So with a visual text, you might write about a movie, a documentary, art, cartoons, graphic novels, photography, skits, art. There are many possibilities. But you choose that, and then we'll tell you how to put it into an essay form. And that's what we're doing with Unit 3, the visual text analysis. So the lecture materials are here. Prompt, of course, and assigned materials are above. We are doing a couple extra assignments with this one, mainly just practice. That's not really all they are. But they're little short analytical pictures, I should say, to analyze. And they're all in the lecture. So if you look at this visual text analysis lecture, they're all in there, all those prompts. Okay, and then the sample is here. You're going to want to check out those samples that I put together. And there's a sample video essay. So these samples I wrote myself because I really wanted the example to be solid. This is a video essay put together by a student of mine last semester, which is brilliant, and I want to open that possibility up to you for only this one essay, none of the other ones. But for essay 3, the visual text analysis, if you want to make a video essay, that would be acceptable. Here's a sample video essay written or created by a former student of mine. The glossary of terms are going to be helpful. That's really what you're going to build the body paragraph of this essay on. And we have a lot of other resources there to help you, narrow down the message, narrow down the audience. If you're interested in graphic novels, there's material to help you with that as well. Unit 4 is on rhetorical analysis. We have just really the main essay there and a exercise, which I think we're probably going to keep. Yeah, I need to put some explanation up there of what that is, but we'll probably keep that. The lectures are here, the video lectures, I should say. The main lecture is here, rhetorical analysis lecture, that has all the material that's covered in all 4 of those video lectures and more, and a lot more, is right here. This is a real short one, and it just covers exactly what it says, how to write a rhetorical analysis essay. So if you want something to kind of wrap it up, that would be good to look at. There is a sample essay there, sample rhetorical analysis, sample thesis, and the terms. So the rhetorical terms are what you're going to want to build your body paragraphs around, or when you're writing your rhetorical analysis essay. So that's a good one to keep in mind, right? Those rhetorical terms, you're going to want to go back to those. These speeches just gives you ideas of what you can write about, strategies and links. Most of these links here are for the exercise. Okay, Unit 5 is a photo essay. So I want you to write a photo essay about your quarantine or a related experience that's happened to you during these last 6 months. And there are professional photo essays at the bottom, student photo essay samples at the top. There are 4 of each. And then our final in this class is a creative piece, what they call a multi-genre. Let me see if we can... Actually, there are other examples I could look at as well, but this is fine. Let's see. That's no good, because then I'd disappear. But we have this is one on one of the works of Edgar Allan Poe. The student begins with a Dear Reader letter. She wrote a folk tale, or actually this is... Well, either way, she's explained. This more looks like a encyclopedia entry about it, which is great too. That works. She created a visual here, which counts, because she created it herself. And that's really the only key to this. You pick what you want to write about. You pick the kind of genres, writing genres. As you can see, this is not a normal essay. This is a combination of letter encyclopedia, art, analysis, right? This is a lot of different things put together, one page each. And as long as you're writing them yourself and they're your unique creations, that's really all it needs to be, and it needs to be the correct length, which should have four parts. But we'll talk more about that. I haven't done it yet, but I'm going to put up a video just specifically on that when I have a minute here. So that takes us through basically the class, and then you have your research paper, which is the last part of the class. You have your assignments there. The proposal letter is part of the research paper. You propose the topic. We have the video lectures, other lectures there. The annotated bibliography is going to be extra credit, as well as the abstract. There's a video link there, as well as some other references. The free writes. Okay, it'll talk about these. I'll talk about these in the weekly assignments. But we do 2 per week. So obviously you choose when you want to do these things. And they're real short. They don't take but 10 minutes. It's a 10-minute little warm-up. And what you're going to do here is click right here, free writes for the term. And that's going to give you the free write lecture. If you're curious, if you miss one, or just want to know the order in which they're in, it's listed here. This gives you the background on what free writing is. This is actually just the points that I'm going to submit, or where you can submit them online. And then the links here are in the order in which you're going to use them. Those are all for the free writes. Probably do a little explanation of how to do those. And I'll put that up on Canvas as well. Additional materials. There's a lot of stuff, mainly just, it is all for you. It's a lot of stuff for you here. So if you want help with writing a works cited page, go to EasyBib. If you have questions about MLA format, go to OWL. If you have questions about research, writing a research paper, go to OWL, the online writing laboratory at Purdue. This gives you resources for students. The Writing Centers also give you resources to help you write better, in ways to find inspiration. The reflection questions are what we're going to do with each essay. That's basically, there are 3 questions about the essay, like, what grade did you get? What corrections did you make? And what do you think you can work on in the future? The sample works cited page, summary versus analysis, so it covers the difference between summary and analysis. I can't understate the value of looking at that. Obviously, you want to look at everything. But really, before you get started in the class, it's good to review what is summary and what is analysis. Right? Every essay has to have analysis. That's really what makes the body paragraphs effective, right? You have to have evidence, you have to have analysis. We have additional lectures here, all of which will be useful to you in one way or another. They're just not necessarily tied to a unit. So it gives you, essay writing is how to write an essay, how to write hooks, thesis statements, right? So there's a lot of useful stuff in here. And we're going to use the daily thoughts. That's kind of an icebreaker that we use for each class. So we're almost to the end here, which is good because we're running out of time. Under grammar, you have the lecture, the video lecture. There are 3 parts: the lecture itself, practice quizzes, and then a whole lot of links and videos at the end. I'm sorry, videos and then links, and then videos, and then games. So there's some interesting things there under grammar. And then there's a revision section, extra credit assignments. You can feel free to do all of those. The visual text analysis project is going to be extra credit. Section on readings has all the readings for the course that are assigned. Videos that will be assigned weekly. The big 3s are extra credit. You write what are the top 3 things you learned in each major unit of study. If I come across some essay contests, I will put those there. You have links to my writing, and that is our Canvas page. Okay, so let me know if you have any questions, and thank you for your attention.